guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lexi, and you already know what you're here for. It's the recap review of season 4 episode 5 of Insecure. And I already know the comments are gonna be a disaster because every single episode you guys have been like Team Molly, Team Issa, giving your opinion on who you feel like is right or wrong in the situation. And I've really been leaning towards Team Issa. I know they both have been wrong, and we talked about it, you know, every single video, but I know that after tonight y'all are gonna be like, no, because Issa did this and Molly did this, and I tend to lean on they both need to have a conversation. Like, this is really what I've been on. But tonight, no ma'am. Let's just start. Let's just start. Okay, Nathan is back a little bit or whatever, and we see that Issa, he reached out to Issa, I guess, and they communicated, and she expressed she was having a hard time with the block party, and we hear over the phone that he was helping her in some way. We don't really know how. At the beginning of the episode, they're kind of like just having seemingly a platonic communication at the moment. Condola never came back. Okay, and then Molly and Issa really haven't had another conversation since the last one where Molly told her like, no, I'm not gonna ask Nathan to help you, point blank period, poo. So as Molly's getting ready for the block party, she's complaining to Andrew about not really wanting to go, and they're just in a really rough spot. So she's just complaining about not wanting to go, not knowing what to wear, whatever, what have you. And she said something that I feel like is very relatable to a lot of people, a lot of women in friendships especially. It's like, I love her, but I don't like her right now. That's a really, like, I'm sure we've all loved but not liked family members, best friends, whomever the case is. So that was relatable, and I was like, I feel you. Like, I definitely have been there. So we get to the block party. The episode kind of moves along pretty quickly. Thankfully, we're at the block party now, and Condola pops up to assist with some different things. She got her some interns and volunteers to help out. So she was there just, I guess, making sure everything was okay. I'm sorry, sis. How are you gonna disappear, okay, not let me know why, not let me know what happened, and then you pop up and like you're like, she was like not hiding, but like, you know, keeping it low, hoping to be able to leave without speaking to Issa. That's just how I took it. Because I've done it before, I've been there before, okay? Like, you show up real quick, hopefully you can get in, get out without being seen. Issa peeped, and she approached her, and she confirmed what I thought last week. They broke up. But I'm sorry, you and I met on our own because of Amanda, Tiffany's character, whatever. We met, nothing to do with Lawrence. Then you and Lawrence are dating. We all find out that we were exes. We seemingly moved past it. Obviously, some drama ensues. And now that y'all break up, you want to not communicate to me. It ain't my fault. And we don't really know the reason why they broke up. It may come out that they broke up because Lawrence told her he still loves Issa. That's probably what happened, but we'll find out as season goes on. I don't care. You can have a conversation with me. Like, you look, me and Lawrence broke up. He told me XYZ. I didn't like that shit. Da 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 da. I can't wait to talk to you anymore. I need space from you right now. I'm having a hard time. Whatever the case is, but she just disappeared. Okay, Issa had to find her a whole new headliner on her own. And now you're talking about something, oh, me and him broke up. I don't give a damn what happened with you and Lawrence. And that's just how I feel. Like, you need to get it together, sis. Like, all right. At the moment, you could see that Issa was really kind of hurt by the Condola thing. You could see it in her face, and I kind of felt bad. Like, damn, she had made a new friend, someone that she related to, someone that she, like, felt, like, you know, cool with or whatever. They had a nice little bond, and it's like, you're gonna let the situation get in the way. And they wasn't even dating for that long. Like, sis, and you wanted to have fun. Like, you could easily let that go. Okay, like, that's just my opinion, but whatever. Whatever. Then Ebates popped up on the screen. Okay, hey Ebates, up on the screen, his little role or whatever, him and Kelly's dynamic, the whole thing. This episode was probably one of the funnier ones this season. I was laughing the entire time. Ebates and Kelly had really good, it was just funny. And then when Amal came, 3 of them, it was really funny. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed how the episode was shot. it gave the city a really, it was nice. It was nice to watch. Okay. So then Issa sees Molly and Issa's like, I'm surprised you came, which is a valid statement because you didn't want to help me. So like, you pop up, you just pop up, like, oh, like it's all good. We haven't been communicating, then you want to pop up, like whatever. Oh, I'm your best friend, of course I came. Pump the brakes. I'm gonna stop you right there. I take issue with that. I take issue with that statement. I understand that, you know, you have your friends, no matter what, they're your friends, but like, if we're having a real problem, at this point, they both know it's a real problem. You talking about we're best friends, of course I came. I'm not okay with that because you didn't want to help me. You purposefully chose to protect your Andrew situation. And y'all be thinking that she has a reason to tell Issa no, and you can always tell people no if you want to say no, but I really lean towards she could have definitely been a little bit more helpful and brought it to Andrew and seen what he thought and what he felt before just saying I don't want to get involved. I know that y'all think that Issa's a fuck up, I get it, but it's just not how I would have moved. And I felt like the way that things kind of unfolded, it was really on Molly. Like, kill me in the comments, I don't care, but I just don't feel like you move that way with your friends, you know. That's just me. And if Molly and Issa were in a good place, she wouldn't have moved like that from the beginning. If Molly and Issa were in a good place, she would have asked Andrew to do this for Issa. She probably would have been a little more hands-on, but she would have asked him. That's really how I feel, like, no matter what. We touch on Tiffany going through postpartum. It's pretty obvious she's having a tough time. I'm sure it's relatable for a lot of people that watch the show that have had postpartum or are going through that right now or whatever the case might be. They always kind of add, you know, tidbits of, the show is very relatable, like point blank period. And then, you know, Andrew kind of spits facts to Molly. He's like, you know, look what Issa has been able to do. Look what she's accomplished. You know, this takes a lot out of someone, so give her a little bit of slack. And that was a very real statement that I feel like she needed to hear. And I kind of also feel like someone shouldn't have to tell you to give your best friend slack because they're having a rough time. Like, someone shouldn't have to tell you that someone that you've been known for how many years is having a rough time, or that it's obvious that this is a big deal. And if you didn't really understand her vision or see the impact or of what she was trying to do, you could have easily invested a little bit more time and found out what she was doing. Because I don't know, it's like none of her friends really inquired or like let her express her vision fully to the point where they actually respected and like supported what she was doing. They, you know, they heard what she was doing. They was like, okay, this is weird, whatever. They hadn't judged her for it, but they were physically there. But it's like actually saying, okay, I see the vision. I don't think anybody really saw the vision. They were all kind of surprised by how bomb it went because they had no idea what they were in store for, it seemed like, you know what I mean? So then Nathan shows up, and I'm sorry, Nathan has always had good energy. I really wasn't for the phone call voicemail he left her last week, you already know that, but Nathan has always had good energy. It's like one of the people that make you feel good when you're around them. Obviously him being fine helps, like duh, but he comes around and it's like you feel at ease, you know, and you could see like she feels at ease with him. And I feel like the show is leaning towards is going to be like a Issa picking Lawrence or Nathan type situation. What do y'all think? That's what I think they're trying to get at, but I guess we'll see. Molly is trying to do like a little white flag and like, you know, she gave Issa some wings and XYZ, like trying to kind of initiate the coming together of, you know, making things up. But I think Molly telling Issa no about asking Andrew for Issa really was like a breaking point. Like they've been having issues, and I think that was like a breaking point of like, I'm really done. Like, you don't want to ask this man that you met a couple months ago. I think for her, she was basically done. So, you know, Molly was trying to, you know, kind of like piece it up, and Issa was like, all right, you know, whatever, we'll see. And then they danced and they had a little cute moment, and it was emotional. I was like, oh, you know, I want them to make up or whatever, but y'all got some issues that need to be discussed. You know, need to be talked about. So Vince Staples comes out. I love me some Vince Staples. Vince Staples came out. It was just nice. It felt like authentic. Like the episode felt like a real authentic situation that was occurring, you know what I mean? And then, you know, before Vince Staples came out, she wanted to say thank you to the audience, and it was like, sis, we ain't worried about you. Like, we don't even care who you are. We're only here because we're here for Vince Staples. That's what we're here for. So we don't really want to see you. We don't know who you are. Move along. And that was a very insecure moment, like her being rushed off the stage. That was a very insecure, like the whole theme of the show. It was perfect for what they go for. So we find out, because the manager of Vince Staples kind of daps up Andrew, we find out that Issa asked Nathan and Nathan asked Andrew to get a headliner, and that's on period. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, those, you should have went behind her back and you don't do that, blah blah blah. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Okay, I don't have friends that would deny me access to their partners, you know, like connections. And I wouldn't have asked Nathan to ask his roommate or whatever, but knowing that Molly and I have issues, but I don't blame her. And I don't blame her. I don't care. I do not blame her for that, because Molly's reasoning was petty. And knowing that you didn't mess up the schoolboy Q thing, and knowing that you've been putting your everything into it, when people are desperate, they do desperate shit. So I kind of get why I wouldn't have, but I'm not like, oh yeah, she's fun. Because Molly was being so petty, and I just can't get with it. I can't get with it. And then you want to blow up at the party. You want to blow up at the block party. You need to pop up somewhere else. You need to pop up at the other party. This is my party. Okay, you need to pop up at the next party. You can't be doing this here. She walked up on her like she wanted to fight. Like, so you want to, it's like, sis. She popped off on her. They had their whole altercation. Everybody, like all of the friends and the boyfriends and the Nathans, saw the altercation, and it was kind of just like so childish. And it's like they had so much built up that it just blew up, whatever. And it ended with somebody pulling out a gun or something like that across the way, so then they couldn't even finish the conversation. But it probably would have got physical. I mean, that's how it seemed. Usually I'm kind of like, oh, I get it, I get both sides, I get blah blah blah. But tonight I really just feel like Molly could have just held that and added that to the conversation for the next time. She acted as if Issa like ruined her whole situation. I said it before, I really don't think that if this whole block party thing didn't work out, or if the artist didn't work out with Issa, whatever, I don't think Andrew would have left Molly over that. It took a business thing. We have an agreement, we had to figure it out, and if it didn't work out, this doesn't work out. I don't think he would have left her over that. That's just my opinion. So I feel like she was overreacting and trying to just find a reason to not be of assistance. And they both have valid points in their arguments, but I was just kind of like blinded by Molly turning up at the actual event. I was just blinded by that. I'm sorry. I can't even get past it, because you could have waited. And she has no patience. Like, she was boiling, she was hot, she wanted to get it out, and she got it out. And I was just like, it's not the time for this. So the episode ended with, you know, what's his name, apologizing. Andrew apologizing because he didn't want to make drama, and I understand that. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Issa was wrong to involve Nathan, who in turn involved Andrew? Because I wouldn't have done it, because I don't like to be messy, but I get it. I get it. And I feel like Molly overreacted. I get that Molly felt disrespected and she felt like Issa doesn't respect her and is selfish. I get all of the points, but I just feel like if Issa and her were in a good place, she would have helped her the first time. And that's just like, that's how I feel. That's why it makes everything else afterwards clouded and just like, because we know that she didn't have a valid reason in not helping Issa, other than them being in a tumultuous situation. And I know y'all team Molly finna be in my comments talking about Molly was right because Issa was, you know, being selfish and immature, but they're both wrong. This whole time they've both been wrong. So I just feel like, even though I do feel like Molly is more wrong, I get people that feel like Molly has valid reasons to act like a 12-year-old all of the time. So that's the end of the review recap situation. Let me know down below your thoughts. These videos have been so fun to make, and we're literally halfway through the season now. We're gonna have 10 episodes this season, so let me know your predictions. My prediction for this whole thing is that it's gonna be like a Lawrence and Nathan kind of like who's she gonna pick situation. That's my prediction. And I also wondered why Lawrence wasn't there. I felt like he would have been there, but maybe he didn't come because he didn't want to see Condola ass. I don't know. I hope that we'll never see Condola again, because that really pissed me off that she wanted to do all the extra stuff because her and Lawrence, she didn't even really seem to like Lawrence like that. Like, I just I don't get it. I don't get it. If you are new here and you watched the whole video, go ahead and join the KandidKinks family. I post new videos every Sunday and Wednesday. And I will see you guys in the next one.